But was it true that you were part of maybe the 6'7" gang, or was there any affiliation between you and gangs?
And it fills in a void that that you've never had before. Would you say that? That's it?
When I looked at it, it was all in like black plastic bags, and I was like, bro, what the heck? And I opened it up, bro, and I seen like first thing I seen was my PS4 and stuff like that. And I was like, bro, I'm like a part of me is like embarrassed of like what's happened, And man, I remember going back to church and being like arguing with God, man. I was like, man, like you saved me. I say that because it's easier for me just to get you wasted, lad, and then I don't have to listen to you like talking about what you're going through,
real stuff.
Because then you'll be wasted. Then you'll start like having fun and stuff like that. We'll be like, yeah, well, bro, we'll go strippers and that, bro. We'll go out there, go have a good night, bro. And then.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Is that my camera there? Sorry, it's your host Malik. I'm here with the boys, Rongodi and Veni Leks, and we got a special guest today. I'm very excited for this one because I'm almost guaranteed we came from similar upbringings, with the postcode wars or even just gang affiliation in general. And it's so exciting for me, guys. Today I introduce to you guys Veni Leks.
Let's go.
Just before we get started, I've got to do our Oxy Shred cans. We're going to quickly taste it. Let the boys get comfy and tell us how you feel, Veni Leks. Oxy Shred cans.
This will be good. Hey, can I try that one? I actually haven't tried that one. I'll swap it out.
No, this one's smart.
I actually don't like that flavor.
Have you seen these before?
I've seen the green one.
Oh,
green
yeah.
one there, that one there. I haven't seen this one.
Oh,
yeah, lucky. Cheers, boys.
Oh, wait.
Oi.
Sorry, bro.
Dude,
You got tissue? Is there any tissue? I think my can got a bit excited.
What?
Freeze. This one's hectic.
Mine tastes exactly like what just happened. Exploding.
Anyways, let's cut to the chase. We're here with the brother Veni Lex. Veni, a lot has been happening over the media. We're so excited. I'm thankful that you come to join us here on this episode.
Blessing to be here.
For the audience, maybe we could just start by taking it back when you were a child. I did say you came from this like similar cloth as us. I was locked up at the time, but was it true that you were part of maybe the 6'7" gang, or was there any affiliation between you and gangs?
I think with the 6'7", I wasn't affiliated in it, but I was just more growing up in the area. So when it took off, I was just sort of like, guess a bandwagon, bro. Just like started throwing up the signs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think for me, it was just being proud from being from Doonside, and then sort of just when that all that area stuff kicked off, bro. I was just proud to be from Doonside, bro.
Yeah.
But then being proud at that time where everything kicked off is just like, all right, doesn't matter, you're in there now. You know what I mean? Sort of just got through in the deep end. But yeah, I love being from Doonside, man. I love being from Doonside. It's, it's a place where I grew up, bro. It's a place where my parents first bought their house, man. And we all lived together, man. There's a lot of memories there, man. We've been there since 2015, man. So been there for just 20 years, nearly 20 years, man. 20 years, yeah.
Well, so it's like pretty much home. And I guess that's similar to us. Like a lot of the times it was just pride of like where we come from.
Yeah.
It wasn't really like there was no organized gangs at the time, A lot of boys were just getting involved. Would you say is that it was something that a lot of probably innocent people were getting involved in because of just being proud of where they're from?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think that's where I sort of got mixed up in it, because obviously, growing up at Doonside, I had a lot of friends in Dooney too, man. But then they were the ones that were caught up in it. So obviously, like, growing up, it's like, hey, Ducks, man, I got your back. You go down, bro, we all go down.
Yeah.
So it was just being a follower, bro. I think that's it's a big thing, like immediate now. But looking back now at it, I was like, I was just being a follower.
Yeah. Bro, shout out to the Mandem in 6'7", bro. Yeah. A lot of good boys in Doonside. I don't know how it is now, but I know a lot of my family members from the Mama for Old Church started moving out towards Doonside. Are there a lot of Tongans and that over there in Dooney?
Yeah, now there is, bro. Now there is. But when we first moved, there was a lot of the Koori boys, man. We grew up with a lot of Koori boys up there, man. And only just recently, bro, that there's a lot of Tongans there now, man. And Islanders is also like Samoan and that, bro.
Bro, you know what's mad? One thing you just said is that it's obviously you guys have been there for more than 2 decades, 20 years, but your parents bought a house there.
Yeah.
Now I feel like, because we've been repping our area as we're growing up, but no one bought a house there.
My mum's more of a 6'7" than me.
Oh my God.
Back then, no.
Man, if I see any of the kids repping up the area, because I'm like, hey, do you own a house in that area? Wow, that's mad that your parents invested into a property, because I feel like it's not as common as I'd like it to be. Islander parents investing in property and stuff. I know my parents, they didn't get that opportunity and blessing to be able to finance a house.
Yeah.
Do you think that that's something more our people should be looking into, lad?
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely, bro. I think our people, man, we sort of just depend on our parents rather than, stepping out ourselves and try to be more of a blessing to the next generation. You know what I mean? We sort of get comfortable and just hang around. And I'm just speaking from experience, because I've sort of like been in that place, and even sometimes I still depend on my parents for certain things. You know what I mean? But we gotta sort of step out of that place, man, of comfortability, man, and just I think. Once you step out of that place of comfortability, that's when you start to grow as a person, and
100, lad,
and start doing stuff to be able to be a blessing to others, man. Don't just withdraw, man. It's time to time to put in as well, man. So yeah.
I just wanted to ask, so just to give the audience a bit more insight on like your history, because I do feel like there was some truth behind, the influence that the gangs were having on the area. Was there anything that was like drawing you towards becoming part of that lifestyle before you flipped the switch and you're like, nah, fuck this, I don't want to do this?
I think for me it was just having the boys around, man, and
the brotherhood,
yeah, just the brotherhood. And man, I grew up in a good home, bro. My parents, man, the best parents I can ever ask for, man. Growing up at home, they've done everything for me, but I was just prideful, bro, and we want more. You know what I mean? And then grew up and then hanging around the boys and that, they sort of give you like that. I want to say the love that your parents, like that you get from your parents, but like sort of like because how we're growing up, it's hard to open up to our parents sometimes.
Yo, 100.
When we have boys around, there's certain things that you speak to the boys about that you can't speak to your parents about. So just finding that, and then sort of like when I open up to them about certain things, it sort of made that bond a little bit closer. So then whenever they got involved in stuff, I just that's me, that's us. Then I just got dragged. I wouldn't say dragged into it, but I just wanted to be there for them, you know what I mean? And let them know that I'm here as well, the same way that they were there for me when I opened up to them, So,
true. Yeah. And I think Jay mentioned it before. It was they reckon for every man needs his own family, and which is the family he was brought into. Obviously his parents, and every man also needs a family of his own, like the family he's creating, and a lot of men need that brotherhood family. And would you say that that's probably what that was? You were trying to find that brotherhood. And also I just realized you got a lot of brothers as well.
I got two other brothers. So the oldest one, and then my other one, man, it's like the one that I work with, bro, the other clown. Yeah, man, I love them to death, man. And then I got two sisters. So
are you all close in age?
Just me and my younger sister were 8 years apart.
But with your brothers as well?
So with all my brothers, we're like so my oldest brother and my sister, the second oldest, they're like they're basically like a couple of months apart. And then my brother is the one that I work with, me and him, we're only 4 years apart, 3 years apart. 3 years apart, yeah. And then my other sister, we're about 7 years apart. So pretty close, man.
Do you feel like you find that same sort of brotherhood, like between you and your blood brothers,
and the boys,
that you were feeling with the boys before?
Like I'll say in certain aspects, like being there for each other, like sort of similar to the boys.
Yeah, true.
But with like being vulnerable and stuff like that, it's sort of different. Like me and my best mate, bro, I'm more vulnerable with him than I am with my blood brothers. Like there's certain things that it's just like, like I don't know how to say it, man. Like it's just it's sort of hard to open up. But we do have our moments, you know what I mean? We do have our moments, and mostly when we're like, you get on the piss and stuff like that, and start opening up, and you wake up the next day with like, Get that,
Ew.
get that win. Like, shall I win? It was like, stepping that up again. Like, yeah, there's certain parts or certain aspects that make me, my blood brothers and my mates and that similar, bro.
Yeah. Bro, you know what? I think there's a special thing that every man has when another man of his own peers, like another man of his own stature, congratulates him or appreciates him. There's something special about, but especially in our culture, and I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this: not a lot of us Tongans or Islanders get appreciated from our fathers. They do appreciate us, but it doesn't come out very verbally, nowhere near as much. So then when you have boys out there, even if you do something stupid, like let's say you knock out someone at a party, but then when the boys are cheering you on, like, lad, fucking soldier, sick cunt. These are words that your father never says to you. And it fills in a void that, that you've never had before, Would you say that? It's
bro, yeah.
Because I noticed that's why I used to always like being around the boys, and I used to always like doing things in front of the boys and showing who I was as a man, like as my manhood, because my father never saw that in me, Maybe he did, but he just wasn't really verbal about it, And I feel like every man need to hear that. They need to hear that. I don't know what it is. Am I just being a spinner, lad, or is this true story, lad?
No, you're
100%.
Yeah, you're right. Every man needs that, confirmation from that.
That's what it is. Confirmation.
The Bible encourages us. Iron sharpens iron. So
Uh-huh.
it's already there as well. You can already tell that it does whatever it does wonders.
Yeah.
So I do remember. Fast forward a little bit. I remember seeing you on social media. You came out,
yeah,
and you spoke about it. You were actually being vulnerable.
yeah.
For you to do that at that time was a mission for any guy, because we were in the heat of the moment when everything was popping off.
Yeah.
Everyone was bound to show their dominance and show how strong they are. All of a sudden, you came out speaking against it.
Yeah.
Can you talk to us about that? Your vulnerability, how what was going through your head? Maybe that moment you decided.
What pushed you to do it?
To speak out against his.
To be honest, man, it was easy for me to just change from it, bro. I wouldn't, because like I said before, I wasn't really in it. It was just more just hovering around my mates and they're just making sure that I'm there to comfort them, or whenever they get into stuff, man, I'm there, So better we all go down there and, you guys go down, they come back and be like, bro, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for me, it was just, it was once I got saved, bro. Once I got saved, man, and gave my life to Christ, bro, that's when it was just so easy after that, man, just going through that transformation stage and knowing that what I was doing, didn't align with what God had planned for me, and
amen, dog.
And even stuff like that I was doing back then, like just the drinking, the drugs, and all that stuff, man, and going there, even the cussing and all that stuff, man. That's something that even now that I'm still trying to deal with, man. It's hard, bro. It's hard, But every day I wake up, man, and the only thing you can do, bro, is do your best, man. You can't be perfect, but we can be better. You know what I mean? But we do serve the one that is perfect, and that's Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? So, but for me, so I just went away from your
no.
It was easy, mate, to walk away from it. I think the hardest one was, I don't say it was easy to it was easy to walk away from that life, but it was hard to walk away from my friends and that, at that stage, man. And I think just finding comfort in who God is in my life made it a lot easier to walk away from it. And just trusting God gave me that opportunity to be able to find the words to say to them. They're like, hey, man, I'm going this way. I still love you. I'm still here for you. But there's certain things that I can't participate in, that's going to stray me away from my faith,
That's sticker, bro.
Yeah, and
I love that.
It was good, man. It was good, but it also had its challenges, you know what I mean? Once I got saved, man, I remember the following week, it was my best mate's his engagement, Javier. So he's I don't know if you know Bauli and that. So he's married to Bauli Maafu and that.
Oh, yeah.
So he's married to the sister, Maima.
Okay.
Engaged. So they got engaged like a week after I got saved, man. And then I when I gave my life, I knew there were certain things that I had to change, and that was like the drinking and that. It's not a sin, but with the way I was drinking, and it was causing me to sin. You know what I mean? So I knew if I once I gave my life, I knew there's certain things, like if I want change, I gotta make change.
Yeah,
I can't want change and don't make the changes. Or the sacrifices.
100.
But then I remember when it got to the engagement, man, I went to a house of prayer, bro, Revelations Western Sydney, man. There's like just the boys that get in a circle, man, like a fellowship. Literally just like us now, man, and just prayed. Like all you do is spend like an hour just praying, bro. And I remember going there. I only seen it. It was my second week at church as well, and I went there and it was my second month at church, and I went there and once I went there, I didn't know they were having that house of prayer, and I went there, bro, and I knew I needed it because if I go to this engagement, bro, I knew I was just gonna go in there and the peer pressure is just gonna hit me, bro.
Yeah.
So I went there and prayed with the boys, man, and then ended up fast forward, man, ended up going to the engagement, bro, and didn't touch alcohol, man. Some of the boys, this was before Etu and Silta and I got saved as well, so they were like handing me drinks and stuff like that, and bro, just out of like the getting so used to like always being around the boys and popping and drinking it was just like I grabbed it, bro, and opened it up, and I was like, I can't do this. If I take one, bro, that's it, bro. Game over. Yeah, man. It's I think the biggest like the biggest change was just knowing who God is in my life, bro, and be able to just to remind myself who He is when I go through certain places. But I'm not perfect, man, far from it. But I don't use that as an excuse to stay where I am in life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just wake up, like I said before. Just wake up every day, do better, man, and just know that I serve the one that is perfect, man.
Bro, good on you, docs.
Man, that's inspiring, Dogo, especially to us because we were like in similar situations to you. So it was powerful to see one of the boys come out and openly speak about it. Because you didn't just change, you also came out publicly. Started inspiring other boys. And now it's amazing just to hear that God was a part of your journey as well.
Definitely, man.
Was there any backlash that you copped after from the boys? Just for the audience, because I know there's some youngins that might be watching and be like, nah, if I change, the boys are gonna get me tomorrow, you know?
I guess, man, like there's always gonna be backlash, man, you know? If you're gonna change, then people around you are gonna change as well, you know what I mean? So I think it's just the best advice I can give out to any youngins that's out there, man, is just stay true to yourself, man.
Yeah, hard.
Just remember who your identity is and then who it's in. And just remember that, man, there's only one of you, you know, in this world, man. You know, God created this whole world and He took the time to create you, and there's only one of you. There's no one else like you, like. You know what I mean? So stay true to yourself, know who your identity is, and that's in Christ, and just stay true to yourself, man. And don't change for no one, bro. Only change for God.
Amazing, lad. Amazing.
You basically highlighted how you came back to God, right? Speaking of like the turning point, what was the moment you just like sat down and said, you know, I'm giving my all to you, God? Like, this is it. This is the moment. Like, what was the day? Were you sitting in the car? Like, talk about that experience.
Bro, this year, lad, I always like this. When you asked me earlier, I was like, is there any questions that, you know, that people always ask, that want to ask you, but you never answer it? And this is one of them, bro. One of them is just, I wouldn't say this particular part, but later down the, later in the podcast, we'll talk about it. But the reason why I gave my life, bro, was my marriage, bro. My marriage was, man, hanging on by a shoestring, bro, and kept on drinking and stuff like that, man. It took a toll in my marriage and got to a point, bro, where, man, I was drinking and coming home, bro, and like, bro, taking it out on my family, bro. You know what I mean? And when I used to go home, bro, like I'll see my kids, like, they'll just be like they'll be literally like roommates. Just walk in, bro, change, boom, straight out again, bro, you know? And I think it was 2019, I came back from a Mad Monday, and I came back, bro, and walked into I was gone for like, I think it was, went from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and I got back on Wednesday, man. Got back on Wednesday, and I came back to my house. My house was around the corner from my parents' house. So I lived in a granny flat, like literally around the corner. And like the back of my house, I can just put my hand through the window into my main house, like my mum's and that's house, the garage.
Oh,
and
no
they'll
way.
pass food over whenever I'm hungry and stuff like that. You know, just like tonguing food and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I remember coming back home, bro, full smashed off my head, man, and walked home, and I seen all all these plastic bags at the front. And I was like, hey, they all look like duffel bags. Look like someone robbed the bank, and I just dropped it off. Obviously, it wasn't, but when I looked at it, it was all in like black plastic bags, and I was like, bro, what the heck? And I opened it up, bro, and I seen like, first thing I seen was my PS4 and stuff like that. And I was like, bro, what? PS4. And I was like, hey, what the hell is this, bro? And for me, I've had so many arguments with my ex-wife and stuff like that, man. And it was
almost like surreal. You couldn't believe.
But like I've never seen her like packed.
Yeah.
Like it was folded nicely, lad. It was folded nicely and packed nicely.
Oh, that's crazy.
And I knew then, I go, bro, she must be serious now, lad, because everything is packed nicely, lad. Like before, she would just throw a couple of clothes outside, or I'll walk in and she'll just walk out and stuff like that. But I went there and knocked on the door, it was locked, everything. And then she came to the window, just saying, no, just go, you know. And she goes, just take your stuff and go to your parents' house. Yeah, and I was like, bro, and I looked at it, bro, it was like all folded nicely, lad. I was like, bro, she must be that serious about it, that she's taking the time to take everything out and fold it nicely, man. So took the bags and stuff like that, man, and walked over to my parents' house, man, and I tried to sleep in that. And I remember watching Fortnite, bro, because I was still off my head off the mihi and that. And I couldn't sleep, man. And I just remember watching Fortnite, bro, like, because that's at the time I couldn't sleep, so I just listened to the gaming and that, like the live games, like people, just when that Tifu and that was still going.
Yeah.
And I used to like just listen to it just to try to put me to sleep. But I'll close my eyes, bro, and I'll be like closing my eyes for like 2 hours, but I knew I wasn't sleeping. Like I could hear everyone walking up down the hallway and that. And then all of a sudden it just went quiet, bro. Like everyone left, man, like from home. And I was like, bro, and that's when I started getting paranoid, bro. I started getting like they're coming down from the mihi and that.
Yeah, that mihi.
Yeah, bro. And I started like
everything's louder.
Yeah, bro. I could hear everything, but then it just went quiet, and I could just hear like, but it's quiet. Like I'm like, bro, I'm getting paranoid. And then I walked back over to my house, knocked on the door, and I was talking to her. I was like, man, let me in the house, man. I can't sleep and this and that. And then she finally let me in. And then I went inside there, and I remember talking to her, like, you know, like she was bringing up all the stuff about like going out and all this stuff that she's had enough. And I remember just agreeing with everything that she was saying just so I can go to sleep, bro, because I was like freaking hammered, man.
Yeah.
And then at the time she finally brought up like, oh, why don't we go to your sister's church? So that's where my sister and Hala was going to. She was like, oh, why don't we like, cause she was atheist, bro. She never believed in God or nothing, bro.
Your ex?
Yeah. So
wow.
So she made the first initiative to go to church.
But like, and in my head, I was like, bro, what the hell? Like, my dad's a 5-foot guy, bully like, what do you like? You know, you
true.
You didn't tell me about church, bro. I've been growing up at church, bro. You ain't never been to church. Hey, you can't tell me to go to church. Go to church. And then, I just ended up agreeing with her just to go to sleep. And then I remember sleeping, bro, then waking up, and then I seen them all getting ready, bro. I was like, hey, what's going on here, lad? I seen my two boys getting ready, and they're like all full in their chest case, full looking cute and that, bro. And I was like, just laying there. And I just remember being like, bro, I am a useless human, bro, useless husband, bro, useless father, bro. And all these things just started coming up. I was like, if I don't get up now and just give it a crack, bro, like, and just at least go to church with them as a family, bro, then I want to lose all of this, bro. You know what I mean? So ended up going to church, bro. Then we went, man, and then after that, bro, we stayed consistently for like 2 months, man. And then I gave my life. And then after I gave my life, she gave her life a week later, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. So, but I've only spoken to the boys at church and stuff about this stuff, man. Like, but like, I think the highlight of it, bro, was her giving her life, bro. You know, knowing that she was like atheist and all that, she never believed in God.
And are you guys still together, or you guys?
No, we're not, bro. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. It was one of the main topics that people always ask and stuff like that.
Wow.
I never wanted to speak about it because it's very. I think it's very hard to speak about it online because it's something I'm not proud of as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of people on the comment section and whatnot, they always DM me and ask me, I was like, where's the mother of the kids and this and that? Like, we're on good terms and that.
Yeah.
But just yeah, man. If you
speak
about it, man. I think it's a good place to speak about it, man, because there's a lot of people watching this, man. And even though like I went through that season, bro, and where I am now, like it's hard because I was speaking how good it was and how God saved our marriage and this and that, bro. Then where I am now, you know what I mean? So and I think it's but that's where faith comes in, eh? Like, man, like people want to see the miracles before they have faith, man. But having faith is not seeing the miracle and trusting and believing it.
Exactly.
Before you see it, you know,
100%.
So right now, I mean, like, I'm in a stage now, man, and that you know, so like we've been separated for say 2.5 years now.
Wow. I mean, I know this may be like a sensitive question, but I really want to know, was the separation? Did any of your drinking or your past factor into your guys' separation?
Or
was it's totally different?
Just grew apart, man.
Yeah, okay.
It happened.
Yeah, it just grew apart, man, and bro, when that happened, bro, I just couldn't understand, bro. Like, where was it? Like, where did I go wrong? As a man, you know, like, where did I go wrong as a father, man? Like, what part? Like, everything was good, lad. Like, man, like, no one knows, but like, I was like I was blessed enough, bro, to be able to step on the platform, on the pulpit, man, and be able to preach God's word at church, man, like numerous times, man, you know, and she was there by my side all the way through it. And then like, yeah, bro, like, and when everything happened, you know, it was just a simple, like, and this is not to like speak down on it, bro. She's a wonderful woman. She's a wonderful mother to my two boys and that, man. And it was just, yeah, she just messaged me one day, bro, and it was just like, you know, like, oh, it wasn't just a message. It was just, we had an argument prior to that. So 2 arguments prior to that. And one of the arguments was pretty bad is I ended up losing it, bro, you know, and we had an argument and I ended up throwing like the TV controller at the wall. But I've never lost it like that. 3 years like to me being saved, that's never happened, you know, or even gone into like a bad argument. We've always had like a thing where what we do on every Sunday, and it was like having debrief with each other, you know, bringing up certain topics, or like, you know, is there anything that I've done that's upset you during the week, and you know, just to really like, because people can, like, you can talk with your partner and not communicate. You know, you can go to the movies and stuff like that, and be like, talk about the movies, but you're not communicating, you know, like going on a date, like, hey, we'll go to this fancy restaurant and we'll go eat here, and you guys will be talking about the food and be on your phones, but you're not really communicating, you know. So talking and communicating is very different, bro. Now that you know that what I've been through, you know, and me, like with her, like, yeah, when everything went down, bro, it was just a simple, like, yeah, she was just like, she's had enough, bro. Like, she's had enough. Like, I think that was the tipping point. When we had that argument and stuff like that, and when it all happened, bro, like, I couldn't believe it, and I just kicked back, bro. I was like, no, it's all right, you know.
That's what I was gonna say, like,
yeah, we're like, you know, like, we trust God, you know. She's a woman of God. We, you know, God's in the center of our marriage. God is in the center of our family, bro. We'll be sweet, you know. God will, you know. And all we got to do is keep trusting you. Like for myself, you know, keep trusting God. There's no way that God has saved my marriage, and get to this point, and then it breaks like this in the peak of my faith. You know what I mean? There's no way that's gonna happen. You know what I mean? And then it happened.
Then again,
you know, I got too comfortable, man. And I think for me, it was a more God looking at me and telling me, "Is like, is your faith in me
for real?
Is it in me because what I did for your family?" So,
goosebumps! Like, look, lad.
This is the crazy.
I got it all on my back, bro.
I'll be honest.
No, like, this is
the craziest interview.
This is actually, I was just gonna say, I'll give you so much props and credit, though, for it wouldn't have been easy. It would not have been easy, and you could have easily slipped back into the habits like tenfold after that separation.
It's funny you said that, because that's what happened, man.
Oh, wow.
That's literally what happened, bro. I'm like, a part of me is like embarrassed of like what's happened, you know. And man, I remember, I remember going back to church and being like, arguing with God, man. I was like, man, like, you saved my marriage.
What was the point?
What was the point of saving it then, and then now it's breaking. I was blaming God for my marriage breaking apart. You know what I mean? I wasn't taking it. I was like, no. This is all your fault. This is all your fault. You say you should have just let my marriage freaking die in the world, bro. What did you save it for? You know what I mean? And bro, and I went to stages where I was going to church, man, and like, even being at church, everyone was just pissing me off, bro. Like, I was just looking at people, bro, and like seeing people raising their hands, and like, I'm like, bro, you guys wait till, bro, like, what I'm feeling now, wait, bro, it's coming around, you know. I was that bitter that I was looking at them, and I was like, look at these guys raising their hand, you know. Then they wait till something.
They have no idea.
See if you're raising your hand when you go through what I've gone through, you know what I mean? And I remember, like, it was just hard, bro, because I was going to church, and me and my family we served at church as well. We looked after the live stream and stuff there. So we were there with my kids, man, every Sunday. 5 o'clock in the morning, me, my wife, and the 2 boys will be up and awake, getting changed. We'll be at church 6 o'clock in the morning, setting up, bro, waiting for everyone to come in. Like, with other brothers and sisters at church as well that were serving as well. So we were always the earliest ones there and the last ones to leave, man. And we done that for 3 years, man. And it was such a blessing, man. It was such a blessing, you know. But just like after everything that happened and going back to church, it was just like, bro, that one place that I called home, and I felt so comfortable and felt so at home, now has become like a graveyard to me, going to church, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So every time I walked in there, bro, when I walked in there before, I felt life when I walked in there, man. I feel so happy, man. I feel so happy seeing everyone coming in. Yeah, bro, complete, bro. Seeing everyone coming in. And I just wanted to, like, like I just wanted to scream like, bro, man, like, man, welcome to church and all this. And then now it's gone from that to walking in and just feeling dead walking in there, bro. I was just there because I had nothing else, lad. I had nothing else, and I was using that excuse that I'm trusting God, but I wasn't. I was lost.
You're saying it, but
yeah.
you're not really.
Yeah, like I was like I didn't know what I was doing there. I just kept on going to church after it out of the habit.
Out of habit. Yeah.
Yeah, with
just
your
go,
family.
Yeah, and I'll just like, but the only thing different now, I wasn't with my family anymore.
Yeah.
Like I wake up in the morning. It was so hard to wake up in the morning because I was always with my kids and that, waking up together, getting changed, and I'll be the one driving. We'll be listening to praise and worship music on the way to church. Where it's now like after everything happened, I'm waking up and I couldn't even listen to praise and worship song.
Yeah.
I was just driving like in dead silence all the way to church, and then I'll feel dead inside church, and then I went from being the first one there to the last one to leave to being the last one there and being the first one to leave.
Wow.
Because I wanted to get there because I didn't want anyone to see me. Because like obviously, I talked like, obviously everyone started noticing that. I was like, oh, how come Sam's not here? How come where's Vinny's kids in there? They're like, they don't see them at ICM and stuff like that. And I knew people will start picking up, and
yeah.
I was just, bro. Just
do you still see the kids in that? Like,
they're up in Cairns now, so they I still see them and stuff. It's a lot. It is a bit hard because they only come down in school holidays, so like 52 weeks. I only see them for maybe like eight weeks a year.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Going from seeing them every single day right to now seeing them only 8 weeks a year. You know what I mean. So
I don't want to open old scars, but like I've got to give you props because even though your marriage did end up like not being together, you guys not being together, and it was hard. I've got to give you props because there's something important there that you actually done. There was one day where you decided to wake up and change your life. So even though you guys didn't last, you've actually saved someone. Because now you have an atheist who is a Christian. And I guess that's the most important thing I was able to find. And I think you should be proud of yourself, Togo.
100%.
Just because of that one day you decided to change,
glory to God, man.
Everything happened. But man, it's just crazy the way God works, because sometimes he has to deliver his hardest trials and tests to his soldiers, you know. And I really feel like you're one of them, and this could be another thing where God was testing you. Because me and Ronnie went through similar things to that, especially like with the partner and kids, because we were in jail. So I can only imagine, like, it's been 2 years now for you. Are you still healing from this?
I think I've healed from it. I've healed from it, and I think now it's just, that saying, where it's two happy homes is better than one broken home. So just as long as that she's the mother of the kids are good and the kids are good too, man. I never set out to be a single dad. You know what I mean? But I set out to be a good father, and that's who I am. You know what I mean?
Good on you, Togo.
I think something that I've learned as well, man, is like, I remember going through everything, bro. I'm really good at talking myself down and really talking smack about myself, bro. Like, and really being negative towards myself. And I think going through all that stuff, man, and just made me realize it's like, bro, like, no one's gonna come and save you, lad. No one's gonna help you, bro. Like, there'll be people in the faith, bro, that will be there for certain seasons, for only a certain amount of times. They'll be there to walk with you. They'll be there to encourage you, stay with you, pray with you, and all that stuff. But then it will get to a point where the season that you're going through, God only wants you to go through it. And doesn't want anyone else to go through it. He wants you to go through it because the testing is for you and you only. You know what I mean? And it's just like similar to the gym, bro. Like, you'll go, you'll go into bench and that. And if you get there'll be a couple of boys there, you got a spotter, they'll be there spotting you. But then there'll be other times where you'll be lifting a weight that'll be too heavy for you and the spotter.
Yeah.
And it's either you got to get it up, bro, or it's going to land on you, and it's similar to life as well, man. There's going to be certain things that you go through in life, man, that's going to, got to have certain people, like I was saying before, that's going to walk with you and pray with you and stay with you, man, and be there to, like, for you to cry, like, give you a shoulder to cry on. But then it's going to get to a point where that weight that you got on your shoulder, it's going to be heavy for both of you.
Yeah.
It's either you swim or sink, bro. You know what I mean? And I think that's one thing that I've learned, bro, is just it's not that that like, bro, no one's going to be there for you, bro. You got to do everything on your own. I'm saying like certain seasons, bro, that you just got to take a good look in the mirror and be like, hey, are you about this walk with Christ, bro, or you just one of those, you know, talks and no action. You know what I mean? So even now, me and my walk now, man, I'm definitely not where I want to be, bro. But one thing I'm blessed about is that I'm definitely not where I used to be. You know?
Amen.
Yeah.
And I still go through trials, man. I'm still going through a healing process with like drinking and stuff like that, man. Been clean now for say 3-4 weeks. So it's very, still very, what do you say? Fresh, man. But
yeah,
like I said, man, I'm not trying to be perfect, man. I can't be perfect.
Yeah.
If we were perfect, there will be no need for Jesus.
There'll be no need.
Yeah, you know
no need for grace.
I'm still here. I'm still here trying my best every single day, man. And there's certain things that I go through in life, bro, that I sort of struggle with and that I sort of keep in. And it's like pornography as well, man. You know, I struggle with that stuff as well, man. And it's only by the grace of God that I'm still here now, you know what I mean? And man, this one, I'll never stop loving God, man.
100 lads.
Bro, through every single season, man, even when I've neglected my faith, even when I told him I hate him, man, I've like, hey, man, you're not good for me, you break my marriage, this and that. God has always been there for me and showed me love. Even when I haven't seen him, you know what I mean? Even when I haven't felt him, he's always been there, you know? And man, God's been so faithful in my life, bro, you know? And I know there's certain things in my life that I'm doing, bro, that's not aligned with the purpose that he has over my life, man. But I know he still loves me, you know? And one thing that I'll learned as well, man, is the comparison with your faith. You know, and it says like you said in the world too, man. The biggest killer of dreams is your comparison. You know, and that happens as well in your walk as well, man. You'd be like, oh, bro, how come Jay's faith is like this, bro? And I'm still stuck.
Oh, don't use my name, lad. Well, I'm the worst. Bro, I actually had to dial down on talking about Bible verses because everyone started asking me for advice. So I'm like, oh,
I think you got heaps of Bible verses.
No. Bro, these editors on the reels are doing, they're doing too much. But they're doing OT on me, bro. Shout out to the editor team.
They're making us look good.
But I gotta say though, man, like a couple of the things that I wanted to bring up, knowing that you're gonna come on, completely, you've caught me off guard with your story of your faith. Because now I feel like there's something so much more important to talk about. Yeah. And I don't even give a rat's ass about what the other stuff anymore. I want to talk more about this because as a father and a husband myself, the story that you've told me, I'm 100% sure that 9 out of 10 boys that are listening to our podcast has either been through this or is going through it right now.
Yeah.
Or is going to go.
Or is going to go for it in the future. This is not far-fetched. The rack benders and then coming home to having your clothes outside. Even I can relate to when you said that. You know, it's there's an issue when your missus is she's calm. Yeah, bro, that's when you're in trouble. Because I remember I used to go on rack benders and stuff, and I used to always say to the boys when I'm out, because the boys used to say, "Bro, what's your missus gonna say?" I'm like, don't worry, brother. I got that shut up money. Like that's what I always say. I got that shut up money, brother. Don't worry. And then one of those days I went back, doggo. She was so calm, and it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
It scared the shit out of me. Like I'll come in and I'll be like, I'll try to just spark up and the argument we're having yesterday. Yeah. I'm like, what were you talking about this? And she'll be like, oh, nothing. And she goes, I'm just going to let you know now that I don't think that this is going to work out. Bro, that hit me like a truck. Not because of what she said, but how calm she was when she said it. And bro, I had goosebumps when you're telling me the story because that easily could have been me. Easily is me, to be honest. Like I've been through those exact moments. Like even the one where you said that you threw the controller at the wall and things like that. Man, like I'm so happy that you've brought that story out on this podcast because I know a lot of us, even my brothers, Malik was just saying like how him and Ronnie, they were going through something similar. And even when you were saying like how you were blaming God and you were angry at God, lad, we had this conversation. Remember, you were telling me that you were like angry at God for a lot of things.
For a lot of the reasons that I ended up in jail. Because similar to you, I was rebelling against the law when I was young.
Yeah.
And close towards when I went to jail, I flipped the switch and I changed. I was like, we're doing music now. I'm going to leave the streets behind. Fuck it, I'll go 100 on the, on the good books. And then all of a sudden, a charge comes from 2 years ago. Yeah. That's for those of you who don't know, my charge when I went in for jail for 2 years, there was a charge that came up 2 years beforehand. And I was dirty. I was like, I just changed.
Yeah.
And now you're sending me back to jail. I said, God, you do know you're sending me back to jail. I'm going to come back out gangster. And I'm never coming back to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much, I could really relate to you when you said you were blaming God. Like, fuck, what's the point of being good?
Yeah.
I was being good and then you just let me go.
Yeah.
And man,
it's funny because I remember that conversation like yesterday, lad, when I was drinking with this guy and he was fresh out of prison and he was just saying, I was talking about God and then I could see this guy shaking his head. I'm like, well, what is it though? That's when he said, nah, lad. And then we started talking about, he started saying like, bro, if God was around, then why did this happen? Why did that happen? Doc, I will talk to the sunrise. Mind you, we were on a bender. I don't want to act like I was saving his life. Because we were like two lost sheep just in the garage until the birds were singing. But you know what? I do think that a lot of the conversations that we did have on our benders, not that you can only have these conversations when you're on benders, but a lot of the conversations I've had with my brothers, we hold close to our hearts even today. There's some things that you talk about in those garages that just never leaves you, because even under all of that influence, at the end of the day, you know that your brother is speaking to you, like he's speaking life to you, and like he won't say this stuff to you like how a random would. He's saying this to you like out of good faith. Or so I think. I hope so. I hope so. But it's amazing that a lot of the things that you were saying from your story, we correlate to it, lad. We relate to a lot of the things you said.
Yeah, same. But yeah, what are you saying now? It's so important that because it's actually happening in a lot of families.
Lad, this is happening. What you were saying is happening with a lot of young islanders, and there's something so dangerous about rack benders, because it starts off nice. It starts off, have a couple lines, you know, this will be all right. But lad, it creeps in like, it's like the Bible says, bro, the devil, like he's sneaky, lad. He just creeps in. He makes you comfortable with it first, makes you feel like you can handle it. You got it under control. All of a sudden, your clothes are at the front of your house and you don't even know. Like, I had that exact feeling that you had, like, bro, when on a Sunday morning, because it's always the Saturday. A Sunday morning, my kids are getting ready, and then I'll just look at myself and I'll just think, bro, I'm a gronk, bro. Like, fuck, like, and it hits hard because they're getting ready for the like church and that, and you know where they're going, and you're sitting there on a big come down and you're watching them and you're like, what a gronk I am, bro. Like, what am I doing? And you can only do that so many times before your missus is like, bro, why am I with this loser, you know? Which, fair enough, bro. Come on, fair enough. Like, bro, if you're going to be doing that over and over and over again, bro, it's going to catch up to you, you know? And then what do you think it is, lad, about these so with alcohol, I've spoken against obviously getting drunk. So drinking alcohol, I'm just going to say now, like, obviously with Islanders, it's hard for us to control it. That's why I say, if you can't control it, just don't drink. But for me, I had to be sober for a while. I wasn't counting the days or anything like people usually do, but I just had to tell myself that it's not part of my identity anymore until I'll be able to conquer it. You know, like so for me, I'm against getting wasted. Wasted off your face. 100%. Because once you get wasted, that's when you're like, I need to take a trip to the, you know, to the bathroom to pick myself up. Because I couldn't have those, you know how people usually say, just a couple of beers. No, the palang is right. We can't do that, lad. We can't do that. Once the horsey comes out, lad. Yo, bro.
I'm glad, but I'm glad you faced your trials the way you did and you handled it the way you did. You know, I think accountability is one of the most important things for a man to improve on his life and his spiritual life as well. So,
and I will never like it. A lot of people think I'm confident now because I speak on a podcast, and like similar things has happened to us in the past. But I will never have the balls, and I don't know any guys that will have the balls to actually openly speak about it. So thank you, Doggo, for
Doggo, big props, lad.
I feel like this could help a lot of youngins out there. I did make one video because there was youngins reaching out to me. We're making a podcast about a whole different subject. My boys are reaching out saying, going through a heartbreak, like I'm going through a broken relationship. It's like, what guy talks about this stuff? There's no book for us to talk about broken relationships.
Heartbreaking,
one thing I might ask the girl, like, because you probably do have learned a lot from this, is just for that tip, for a particular person like that guy that's going through that heartbreak or that broken relationship, is there any sort of advice you could give to them?
Any healing treatments along the way?
As cliche as it sounds, bro, it's the honest truth, bro. It's just trusting God, man, and surrounding yourself not with your close friends and that, bro, but surrounding yourself with godly men and women, bro.
That's a big one, eh?
Because it's, bro, let me tell you something, bro. Like, it's so easy. I remember, because I've been on the both sides of this. It's so easy when one of your boys are going through something, bro, and it's so easy for us as islanders, bro. The first thing we say is like, "Hey, Docs, don't worry, I'll come pick you up. We'll go for a drink, son.
Is that in the thing we grew up in the same?
For me, like, I guess because I've been on both sides of the story, you know, and us as boys, man, and as poly boys, bro, we think like, oh yeah, bro, my dog was looking after me, bro. Yo, sweet. He goes, yeah, Docs, just come pick me up when you're ready, and then. If, like, say it's me, like, you know, say if I come, okay, hey, Jay, I want to come pick you up, Docs. You know, I know you're going through some stuff, bro. Come, we'll go out, bro. We'll just go relax, have a few beers, man, eat, and we'll just, you know, talk and just catch up in that. But, like, in my head, for me to say that I say that because it's easier for me just to get you wasted, lad, and then I don't have to listen to you, like, talking about what you're going through,
real stuff.
Because then you'll be wasted. Then you'll start like having fun and stuff like that, and be like, yeah, well, bro, we'll go strippers and that, bro. We'll go out there, go have a good night, bro. And then you wake up, like, you go in the next morning. You wake up the next morning, and then like I'll just drop you off, and then I'm back at home and I'm sweet, you know. I'm doing good, and it's like
you haven't talked about anything.
Talk about it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's the one thing that, like, us as islanders, bro, is I think we try to act like, yeah, like at some point it's easier for us just to go and drink, because then we forget about it.
We forget about it, like,
just sweep it under the rug.
Sweep it under the rug until you wake up the next morning and it just doubles up. You know what I mean? Until the rug starts going up like this. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, man, I think the best, like, a healing thing that's helped for me is definitely being around the godly men and women that actually want to hear you be vulnerable, you know. And one thing that I heard, bro, there was a quote that I heard that in the world they celebrate success, but in Christ we celebrate vulnerability, you know. And that's one thing that's helped me get through what I went through, was having someone that just wants to listen.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Having someone that just wants to listen to you, give you a shoulder to cry on, bro, and just let it all out, rather than holding it in, bro. Then, you know, I think that the worst thing for me was being at home, bro. Like, being at home and just laying on the bed, man. And that's when everything, and even like because I drive trucks for work, even driving the truck, bro, that's where sort of I suffered the most, because just driving, just thinking while I'm driving, and I'm just like, got to a point, bro, like I knew deep down that I will never do it, but just thinking about it, it's already bad enough, you know. I was just driving, I'll drive, bro, and I'll just think about bro, yanking the steering wheel to the left. And the only thing that sort of helped me like not do that, bro, is because my brother was in the truck with me, bro. But like, hey,
if my brother was there and I was going through dark times, bro, I would have went faster. I would have been like, that's us.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, I'll look over and I see my brother, and then I'll see him sleeping while I'm driving. I'm like, son, I don't see what I'm going through stuff here and you're sleeping on off the cliff. Yeah, but like, but I think this
is how we grow up as brothers in Tongan families.
Right.
Yeah, I think you sleep while going through stuff, right? Now you can sleep permanently.
But jokes aside, man, it's crazy how you actually got to that point where you're actually thinking of that, which is very dangerous. And you did say, I love that saying you bring up, in the world they celebrate success.
Yeah.
In Christ you celebrate vulnerability. Already in my head, man. Screenshot, bro.
He's already taking pros and cons.
I might have to cut that out so I can use that quote.
So what exactly does that mean in your own words when the world celebrates success?
Yeah.
Give us like a sort of picture that the audience can paint.
Like I'll say, like materialistic things, you know.
Yeah.
Like I'll judge you, you know, what you're wearing or how much money you got, you know, and like that's who you are as a person. So I'm happy for you because of what you got.
Yeah.
You know, what you have materialistic, you know, of work. So I don't even know if this is how you say it, but yeah, what you have, you know, like money, clothing that you're wearing, you know, that's what you'll be like, yo, hey, we made it, Dux, we made it, you know?
Yeah.
And you see it all the time, bro. Heaps of celebrities, man, they take their life. They have everything in front of them and they take their life because they never open up with the certain places that they're actually
trauma,
going through, trauma and, you know, what they're actually really going through. Whereas people just see it, yo, man, bro, look at this guy's got all the money in the world. He's driving a Lambo. Man, he must be doing good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's like, hey, let's have a celebration, brother. The dog was doing good. But then, you know, in Christ, all that put aside, man, you know, put aside, bro, and all we want to hear is you open up your heart,
100, lad.
and really ask what you're going through, you know, and really dig deep and see if, bro, like, are you actually okay, or are you just painting this picture that you're all right, you know what I mean? And that's what I mean, like in Christ, that's what we celebrate is men opening up, women opening up, you know, and actually being truthful about what you're really going through. Painting a picture of everything's all right, and then, you know what I mean? And then you end up going and, like I say, taking your own life and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Dog, you know.
See, guys, that's why I haven't bought my Bugatti yet.
Right. These guys have been celebrating. Celebrate where? What are you guys celebrating?
Celebrating vulnerability. Like.
Oh my days. Bro, no, but you know what, dog? Moreover to what we were talking about before, which correlates to what you just said, a lot of people that we get on the podcast, it's frightening for them at first because not only the podcast setting, but also who we represent now as brothers on the social media, huge. Like the way people see us and they ask us for advice, but not everyone knows, dog, we're normal. Like we're just like you guys, and our struggles are still fresh, exactly like yours. We struggle with the same things as all the brothers. We struggle with alcohol, with pornography, the same things. But the best thing about us bringing our conversations here to light is for conversations. Like, because people can see that, oh, you know, these guys are going through the same thing as us. The only reason why we're confident is exactly what you're saying, is our faith in God. I would have never had the guts or the balls to jump in front of a camera and say, hey, look, I'm a grunk, I done this, I done that. Because of my ego. My ego before wouldn't allow me to show any chinks in my armor. I wanted everyone to know that I'm Bruce Willis, still with it. I'm the man, you know, I'm untouchable. But then, you know what? When like you said, when you find your identity in God and you know that that's the purpose we serve for, bro, we don't care. Like, we've said so many stupid things about ourselves on this podcast, and we don't care, though, because we know the purpose that we're serving for, though. It's greater than us.
That's so true, man.
Bro, and speaking of social media as well, you've had a lot of interesting reels on Instagram, doggo. You've been famous following the Pacific Championship. For those who don't know, well, I think everyone knows by now. One of the reels were popping that you were doing. Obviously, on the last podcast, we were talking about the banter between Tonga and Samoa. Some of it is friendly, some of it is a bit not so friendly. What can you say, being someone that contributed to a lot of the amusement? Is there levels to differentiate friendly banter and unfriendly banter, or?
I don't know. I'm still trying to learn myself. That's why I don't reply, bro. Because I've replied once, bro, and then one guy's like, I replied to one guy before, man. I feel what it was about, but I just remember replying to him, and then he was like messaging back. He's like, I like, man, it was only a joke. I subscribe to all your channels. I love all your content. I just thought because you banter with your little cousin and that, like, I can do it back to you. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't mean, but what I wrote to him, son, I deleted after, bro, and I deleted his message too. I was like, fuck, man. So yeah, right now I'm still learning, you know. But I think the best thing for me is just to don't even reply, bro. You know, I read everything, but like some stuff I'm just like, nah, you deserve a reply. Come here, bro.
But I really think, like, because I watched a couple of yours. I don't know if you had heaps. There was a few you had, and you were quick, you were fast, bro. The game finished, and bro, there was one reel, and bro, I went to share it. I went on your profile, and there was another one, and I was like, holy!
I remember it was the Samoa and Kiwi game, bro. Everyone, like, we were speaking to Jay earlier, bro. I was like, everyone thought that I had it all in
Pre-saved,
bro,
yeah.
pre-saved. Like, I go, nah, man. Yeah, this was the day after. Yeah,
Off the top of the dome.
bro, this was like the day after Tonga Day as well. So after I watched the game, man, I was like, bro, as soon as I watched the game and they ended up losing, bro, I ran straight up, bro, because I copped it after the Tonga Samoa game, then the Tonga Kiwi game, bro. I copped it for like 2 weeks, bro. Some of the DMs, there's still some haven't even opened yet. You know what I mean? But I just kept silent because, like, bro, we gotta take the L, bro. You know what I mean? So all I did was just, just like made it look like I was still alright with the losses, and I kept uploading stuff about like the Tongan team and that, bro. Like, positive, but in my head I was like, it's disgusting, man. And then once they lost, bro, son, I went upstairs, bro. And then I remember the Tongan shirt I wore to Tonga Day. It was already in the wash. I was like, son, I went downstairs, grabbed that out of the laundry, bro. It was still wet when I was wearing it. It was still wet.
Oh yeah,
chucked it on just to do the videos and that, man.
Yeah.
But like I think one of the videos was they were like comments, and I just added into it.
Yeah. Dog, you know what? I have to say, from seeing a lot of the banter, bro, Islanders are so creative when it comes to roasting. Like, man, it is not made for the faint-hearted, bro. Like, just some of the videos, the reels, especially from this guy, I saw, like, bro, that's so clever, lad. Like, the way, I think that's what toughens up a lot of Islanders, because of how we roast each other when we're young, you know?
Yeah, but because it's quick, the thing I love about your content is it's all like raw things, it's authentic.
Yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of people love about you. And you've also got a YouTube channel, and you actually inspire a lot of people. I think boys love the fact that you're open about your life. Just so the people know, or actually, I'll put your link for your YouTube channel, because a lot of people can get inspired from this guy and the way you are. And just before we come towards the end, that actually flew.
That actually flew. Bro, yeah. We got our mate in the back, just gave me the signal 5 minutes. Oh, man.
Just for our audience that are watching, man, is there any like last message you could leave with people, or what type of, also, can you also tell us what type of content you're going to be coming up with in the upcoming weeks, just to keep the audience tuned in? And what's the last message you could give the audience?
I think it's content that I've got coming up.
Yeah.
I do have stuff for like projects in the I hate using that
in the works,
bro, but it's I think it's more for me. My main goal in content is just to be able to get paid to be a blessing to others, to help others. So I think when I've only bring it up once in live stream, like, because on YouTube, but one of the contents that are coming up is going to be called Hands On, and it's all it is just me going around, rather than going to do food reviews and all that stuff like that, man. It's more just going around and seeing people that the work that they're doing, and they're struggling to like the work that they struggle doing. Go there, basically just shadow around them and do that work, and eventually.
So is this like 9 to 5ers?
In whatever job.
That's mad, lad.
It is, like even like concreting and stuff like that. Just going and putting myself out there and doing what they're doing, and sort of get a background on experience, and even a background of like how they started their company, what it is, what do they do on that. So instead of a day in my life, will be a day in their life by me hovering around with them.
I love that. It's very selfless.
And then eventually, like, because I was in Bali, a couple of months ago, and just seeing the oldies still like doing like the crop, like the farming, bro. And they're like 80, bro, and they're still like pushing like handmade like freaking what do you call them, the tractors and stuff like that, doing it by hand, bro. And I want to eventually be able to go overseas and actually spend a day with them, you know what I mean, and be able to bring light to them, and also let people know, man, be grateful where you are, lad.
Yeah.
Look, there's other people that's doing a lot harder than you, and I want to bring that to them, to people that's watching, to see, like, man, if I'm like whatever I have in life, man, just be grateful,
bro. Dor, before I forget, I just wanted to let you know that do you see when you came up, did you feel like I already, like, we were getting along really quickly? I don't know why, Dor. I used to watch your YouTube stuff, and this is I'm actually great. I'm glad that I can finally say to you, you were the first vlogger I watched before I done my own J Lex vlogs. So when I used to watch your vlogs, I used to watch randomly and just skip it, and you're eating noodles or you're eating something with the docos, and like, I loved how raw it was, and like there was no edits, and everything was minimal, and like, to me it made me feel like, bro, if Vinny can do it, surely I can, like, surely someone's gonna watch my banana head, talk. So Dor, I just wanted to give you your flowers and give you props over that. You were the first vlogger from Sydney that I watched that made me feel like, bro, if you can do it, then I can do it as well, Dor. So yeah,
Amazing,
big thank
bro.
you, Dor.
You've inspired us a lot, bro.
Yeah,
just
like,
from this
even just from this interview, lad. My channel's on a bit of a standstill at the moment, but
Get into it, man.
hopefully I
we
get
love
into
it.
it.
We're gonna keep following you, and for our audience, please guys support the doggo, man. He's such a
Appreciate
good
it, man.
person. He's been a great inspiration to us, and just thank you for coming, doggo, bro. This is probably my
Appreciate
favorite
you, Dor.
interview.
Blessing, bro.
Any last message you want to give out to anyone, or shout outs to anyone you want to give out?
No, man, just all glory to God, man.
Amen.
And for anyone out there, man, that's that wants to step out and do content or whatever it is in your life, man, just go out there, man, step out, stay true to yourself, man, and know who your identity is in, bro, and go chase it with everything that you have, bro. You know,
Hectic.
That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming here to an end. This is it, Bros and Cons. We're here with Veni Lex. We'll catch you guys on the next episode. Let's go.
go.
Pick any gun you choose, yeah. She still wanna hang with a crew, yeah. When a call comes, we move. A queen like you will never understand the things that we do. Still with it with the bang in the corner. I free my brothers at the borders. Now they looking shook 'cause I warned ya.